vein.
FBK, fly by King.
Wheels through the lane, now spins back. Ja hangs, puts it in! Oh, what a shot by Morant in the clutch! So hot. Oh, Jared said no!
Because he doesn't put on a play, comes up with a monster block.
Can't even wait. It's time to get it popping.
It's gonna be crazy. The fans are gonna be loud. We need just energy.
Behind the back to Jared for the flush!
We're gonna need, the form rocking. We're gonna need, everybody in Memphis to be out there to come to support.
When the fans are good, we're good. Simple as that.
A Bane three, yes sir! Desmond Bane with ice water in his veins!
We'll ride the energy together.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies checking from Pinnacle. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Morant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Bane drives.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Close. He hits and the Grizzlies have the lead.
Yeah!
Jared with a knock-away.
Good defense.
Morant attacking, spinning, hanging, and hitting.
Let's go, go! Let's go!
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
What teams do you think, other than Chiefs and Eagles, are going to be teams to reckon with next season?
I think the Ravens, the 49ers, the Bills, the Lions.
I think the Falcons are going to be good next year.
Well, y'all had like 4 straight losing record seasons. So.
Yeah, the question is, can you just get 2 guys on defense? They scored 38 against the friggin' Panthers and lost the last week of the season. You got to get some stops.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It's a Wednesday, March 5th, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, big one in town tonight with the Grizzlies taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder at FedEx Forum. They got to lick their wounds, get up off the mat, and try to put together a home run effort against Oklahoma City tonight, their last of 5 home games on this 5-game homestand. We will get you ready for said game. We will go through all the news and notes of the day, talk about what I did last night, and Devin did last night for that matter, as well as where Roser was. Jessica Benson is going to join us in studio. She does on Wednesdays. It's a Wednesday. It's gloomy out. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, ton of stuff to get to on the show today, not the least of which is a Grizzlies Oklahoma City game at FedEx Forum tonight. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Rangers, Body Spray Bandits in your set. Johnny Backfield, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, Johnny Spray, Johnny Nick Corp, John Lance. He's Dr. Thunder.
Man.
Not the night.
Yeah,
I'm glad you didn't wear your Thunder gear today, Dr. Thunder.
I had something ready, and then I decided not to.
You turncoat.
I decided not to.
You had your blue and orange ready to roll.
No, nothing.
Your throwback Tabo Cephalosha jersey.
Andre Robertson.
Andre Robertson. Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler. Senor Quadradilla. Mr. Matt, the Navojo. The reporter, the photographer. He's your hit. He's Walker 93.
Let me find out you got a Derek Fisher jersey in the closet.
Please, it goes deeper than that. Number 23, Terrence Ferguson.
If this man showed up in a Derek Fisher jersey, I would have showed up in a Matt Barnes.
I know, right?
Get my Kevin Martin Thunder jersey.
You got blue and orange underwear on, Roser?
No.
Yep.
No.
All right, so here we go. Starting, before we get into the events of the evening, we need to get into the events of last evening. Because last night, after Zach Randolph and Tony Allen were in our studio yesterday here at FedEx Forum, I headed over to the Halloran Center last night, which I had not been to, which is nice. Right next to the Orpheum. Went to the Halloran Center for the premiere of Tony Allen, The Grindfather, the movie that was produced by our own Mike Blevins here. And as we had mentioned yesterday on the show, I had not seen it outside of the trailers that had come out and assorted clips. Tony had not seen it. Zebo had not seen it. So none of us had ever seen the movie before. But we went over to the Halloran Center for the premiere of said movie last night with a group of MVPs. There was also a lot of people there. It was cool to catch up with Lionel Hollins, who was there. who even sent me his son Austin Holland's music, who is, you remember, played at Minnesota?
Yeah, played at White Station in Minnesota.
White Station in Minnesota. In Turkey.
Okay.
He is still playing professional basketball.
Really?
Yeah, and he's making some music too, as well. His other son, because I asked him, he was like, I need to send you my son's music. We were talking whatever, and then he said his other son, I said, not the one that went to Wash U. He said, no, he's a doctor. He's got a doctor. And anyway, Lionel was there. It was cool, and he was great in the movie too. A lot of clips of Lionel Hollins in the Tony Allen documentary. Our old buddy Lester Hudson, former Memphis legendary high school player and Bluff City, what do they call it in the
Bluff City Classic?
Bluff City Classic legend, and
only
UT Martin legend.
With a quadruple double.
The only player in NCAA history with a quadruple double.
Our buddy, former coworker Ben Hogan, called that game at UT Martin.
Yep. Also a Chinese basketball legend. Yeah. So Lester was there last night. Saw him. Obviously, Desi, Tony's wife, and the two boys. There was a bunch of people there, So it was cool to see a bunch of faces, and then a lot of faces from the past, you know, longtime season ticket holders, people that were there throughout the entire thing. And then the movie begins last night, and one of the things that I was so interested in going in was seeing like where he grew up. You know, he's obviously got the Out the Mud podcast with Zebo now, and the whole genesis of that is that two guys that made it out of extreme conditions to get where they wanted to be and have these long tenured NBA careers. And so they went to Loden Homes, the projects where he grew up, and
real trenches.
Showed where he grew up. There's still a lady there that was kind of like the project mom that took care of people, and like there were still people around walking through, and so they walked around, and then they showed the basketball court that he started playing on. Then they showed his high school. Then you get to hear from his high school coach. Then they take you through the junior college route where he went to a community college, then he went to junior college, and all the while Tony is telling the stories about his life, and it is awesome. It is so awesome
good.
To
Him
see.
messing up along the way is so fun.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's at least 3 times in the movie where something said, well, and then I smoked weed and something bad happened.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Then they kicked me out, and I was like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Shout out Tony.
And so it was super fun to watch that. He even tells the story about him being a street guy and about what set him straight, and it's really good, man. I'm super proud of Mike Blevins and his team, and everybody down there put a tremendous amount of work into it. And, you know, we did this panel afterwards, and one of the things that I told them that I was left with is there's a moment where I'm watching that, and obviously I had my small role in his career and the hero worship that went on in Memphis, and obviously, you know, we were talking to him all the time. He was a regular guest on the show when he was on the Grizzlies, and then obviously still now. And as I'm watching this, and I'm watching this whole movie about his career, and then reliving all of those moments throughout his Grizzlies career and seeing him out in the community and all these stories that maybe I didn't even know that took place over the time, I just had this overwhelming feeling as I told him, and I have told him, I can't believe this is happening. Like, I can't believe it. If Roser, you were with me the whole time. Yeah. When we're across the street at 7:30, and I'm going on the air every day at 3 o'clock, ranting and raving about every single Grizzlies game, and Tony Allen, when Tony Allen plays 25 or more minutes, here's the record, and all this stuff, and he's coming in on a regular basis, and like we're selling the T-shirts and all. Like, if you would have told me that we're gonna look up in 2026 and there is gonna be a friggin' movie about this guy's life and his number is going in the rafters, that's insane.
Crazy.
Yeah,
it's insane.
A dude that averaged 9 points a game for his career.
It's insane.
When he signed that,
retired by a team.
When he signed
not
that
because
first,
of the on the floor stuff, because he always put his distance.
It's insane. And the other thing is, I said, you were there for the panel, right?
Yeah.
I said, you can't watch that and know, like, and that's what this version of the Grizzlies, like, I hope they can all sit in a room and watch this because it's one of those times where you hear his teammates say, you had to meet that level of intensity, right? And we need more guys that you have to meet their level of intensity. And I said even last night as I was watching, no demerit to the Grizzlies or any team. I said, I watch NBA games every single night. Every single night. There's 5 clips of this guy jumping over the scorer's table.
Yes, crashing into people.
Flying.
Yes.
Over the scorer's table. I have watched games every single night of this NBA season. And if I've missed the games, I go back and see what happened in the games by virtue of me having to do the mismatch. I haven't seen a guy jump over the scorer's table all year.
Yeah.
When's the last time you could remember somebody jumping over a scorer's table? Like, there's 5 clips of him flying into the stands or over. Like, I'm talking radio equipment everywhere, the whole thing, and him, like, making some kind of crazy-ass face. And just getting up, and it's like, bro.
You don't see
many to benches.
It's a cut built from it's a cut from a different cloth.
You don't see many guys who actually even dive on the floor.
And it's because he cared, bro. It's that, right?
Yeah.
I care so much. I'm willing to do anything to win. Anything. And you watch that, and you can't help be inspired all over again. But on the other hand, it's also that moment where I'm sitting there going like, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is a legend here. Like, he is a hero to people. And, man, you will laugh watching this thing. He teared up during it.
I cried. I actually, cried. Like, I was, trying to stop him. I was like, yo, I was tearing up. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like when I think somebody cut it, they said, Memphis is Tony Allen, and Tony Allen is Memphis. And it cuts to a clip of him, just flying around and just doing, wreaking havoc. And then they cut to a scene of him doing community stuff. It's like, bro, they don't make dudes like this no more, bro. They don't make dudes that when they put a Grizzlies on their chest, I'm gonna die for this, bro. Are you gonna die? Are you gonna die with me?
Yeah, right.
Or, I'm saying, like that, nobody doing that, bro.
Bro.
Look at that. You don't make dudes like that no more, bro.
Look at this. Look at him. Look at him screaming and yelling.
You don't make dudes like that no more.
Yelling at Matt Bonner.
I was like,
By the way, that's in the playoffs against the Spurs.
Yeah.
8 versus 1.
Yeah,
That's 8 versus 1.
That's 2011, yeah. That's 2011. I remember when they signed him, 3 years, $9 million, and we literally were on the air and we're like, it's a good signing. We knew that's a guy
who just played in an NBA
He just played in the NBA Finals and guarded Kobe Bryant. We need guys. We know he can play at that level and in that kind of game. Good signing.
I tell you this.
And never imagined this.
Chris Wallace, that is the other part that you will love about the movie. I'm not going to spoil it. Chris Wallace tells the entire story of his signing. And how about this? Not only does he tell the entire story of his signing, they have him telling it. They have Sip telling it. They have Paul Pierce telling it. They have Kevin Garnett telling it. They have Doc Rivers telling it. They have Danny Ainge telling it. The whole clip, the whole segment is about the season ends in Boston, free agency comes, and now here is Tony Allen going to Memphis from all of those people's perspectives. Yeah. And that is something
cool.
I never had an awareness of, right?
Yeah,
that's
the
cool.
story's crazy.
I can't wait to see it.
Because you want to hear what Paul Pierce, what Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Danny Ainge, Kevin Garnett, and Doc Rivers all talking about that is crazy.
Yeah.
Again, it's just crazy. And the level of involvement that they got from people. I told you, I've never seen Russell Westbrook sit down for anything.
Bro, Klay Thompson sitting talking, usually he being an a-hole to people.
Right.
Like he's
Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant,
Steph,
Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving.
Steph's in it.
All
about him.
We saw that from the original trailer. We were like,
Yeah.
dude, getting Westbrook to sit down and talk is like Westbrook don't talk about anything.
Right. That tells you how much he put an impact on people though, bro. These so many people that are legends in the game.
And also Dave Yeager, Lionel Hollins, Jason March, who was the video guy at the time. They're all talking about him. Obviously, you've got the core 4 guys all talking about him. Tayshaun Prince talking about and then all those people that were involved, all those familiar faces from that era of Grizzlies basketball. And then, as Devin knows, one of the things I said on the panel, I said, the fact that this is all happening, this movie is coming out, his numbers going up in the rafters, all this thing is all so crazy. There's a moment in time as I'm watching this, I'm like, I can't believe this, bro.
Yeah,
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
And
There's a segment of the movie just about our shirts.
Oh, that's awesome.
And about us doing like the All Hard Grit Grind shirts, and they have people, every time they show a game or they show people on the plaza, people are wearing the shirts and whatever to show how, I mean, it was just a frenzy that was going on with him and how he became like a rock star. And then I told Devin, I said, I was sitting next to Zebo as I was doing it, and I was like, and the other thing that is so crazy about it, beyond, living through all that, and it's like, his team didn't even win a title. They went to the Western Conference Finals once. Like, to be that beloved by people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the connection that they had, to be that beloved, and yet your greatest achievement was getting swept in the Western Conference Finals is insane.
I told you, bro.
That's insane. That's like a baseball team that everybody fell in love with that like made it to the NLCS once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's just not what happens. Usually you have to, but obviously they won at the highest level anybody's won here. And again, perfect team, perfect timing. Team had been here for, 10 years.
The players
At
fit
that
like the
point,
fabric of the city
yeah.
too. They felt like they were like connected to the city in a way.
And also people felt like, and as I said this last night, I've always said, people will be fine if you lose, if they feel like you gave it everything you had. Sometimes you're going to fall short, right? Sometimes you're going to fall short. Sometimes you're going to lose. But it's not going to be because you didn't give it everything you had. And people felt on a regular basis that like they're deficient. They didn't have a superstar. So they had to give it everything they had. They laid it out.
They got out the mud, bro.
They laid it out there every night. And so just to relive all of that and, I mean, there's things you forget. It's great, bro. I can't advise anybody that cared about that era of Grizzlies basketball. I cannot recommend that enough. And this is his best one.
Yeah, I think so too.
This is the best one.
Because you got.
It's going to take a lot to make the Conley one better because the subject is so great.
Yeah.
Tony is so great.
The story.
The interview.
Is crazy.
And then, I mean, bro, we're in the projects with him.
In the trenches.
Do you know
for
what's
sure.
funny? I turned to Zebo during it. I said, they're too scared to go to Marion, weren't they? He's like, yeah, ain't nobody trying to go to Marion. Right? I said, we didn't go do your childhood.
Yeah, I think it's to like you said, the personality of the subject, and to like the kind of like the hero story.
That's
And
right.
I started from the bottom.
That's right.
I worked my way up. I made it. I got knocked back down, and I got back up.
And it wasn't, and it wasn't supposed to happen.
Exactly. Like,
Right.
Like, the dude
it wasn't
did do
supposed
so
to happen.
much.
It wasn't supposed to happen. So it's great. Thursday night, they're gonna drop it on YouTube.
Yeah, y'all get y'all's tissues ready, bro, because your boy. I don't really watch movies. I don't really cry like that, but I'm telling you, bro, that joint, like, it was like, yo, I was telling you, we were walking
Got
back,
emotional.
and I was like, bro, it made me think about this like next generation of Grizzlies basketball because Tony and them set the foundation.
Yeah.
And it's like those are the people that made you love Grizzlies basketball. Who's gonna be that person for the next generation?
Right.
That's what I was thinking about. I was like, for this next wave that people love this team,
right?
Who's gonna set that? Who's gonna be that one that's like,
Set the
damn,
tone.
man, I love the Grizzlies because of this, and this.
Right.
Because I know for me, when I was in high school, it was like, yo, it's Tony, it's Zebo, it's Mike, it's Mark. Like, who's gonna be the next one?
Right.
That's what I was like. I was like getting emotional. It was bad. I was like crying. I was sitting next to Pugs. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be all right. But no, man, it was Shaw Blevins and the crew, man. Y'all cook, bro. Show. He said 7 o'clock tomorrow it drops.
7 o'clock tomorrow.
7 o'clock tomorrow. Y'all tap in.
So I went on Gary's show this morning, and this was after Bennett Doyle, who I said this to his face, so I'm not saying it now.
Yeah.
I said it to his face. His face. See, he did a terrible job being positive about tonight's game. Gary threw it to him and said, hey, try to be, give me the case for tonight. And he said, well, these numbers, and the last time Jaron was out, they were 9-5, and when Santi Aldama did, that's not my Bennett impression. I'm just being a jerk. And so anyways, I walk in there and I say, hold on now. This is why I'm a professional. I said, None of this. Ain't nobody listening to the whole, well, last time we were without Jaron, we had an okay record. Right now, everybody thinks you're losing. Most people think you're going to get killed. There's going to be a moment tonight on ESPN where they put up the entire cast of whatever pregame show they have, and they're going to show the picks for tonight's game, and it's going to say thunder, 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 thunder. Right? Bob Myers picks the Thunder. Kendrick Perkins picks the Thunder. Do it. Yeah, that boy SGA.
Man, that boy Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah, that boy a problem. I don't know what the Grizzlies are going to do with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He is the MVP of this league. I want to see are the Grizzlies going to be able to hold up, because that boy, he gonna be going for him. John Morant, it's your time. Show us. The dark side, I was there with you. Where we at? Wait, carry the hell on.
Carry the hell on. So everybody's going to pick against you, right? And so what I framed this as to Gary when given the opportunity, ain't nobody trying to hear that whole 9-5 without Jaren Jackson. Like, bro, we lost Jaren a minute into the game. We got this bad news last night about week to week. Okay? So he's out for tonight's game.
We lost him a minute into the game and gave up 82 points in the paint.
So I told you, though.
Deep boy.
Yeah. So I'm going to say. The positive is this. This is why I'm a professional. And I am one that even earlier in the week when I was on with Jacoby on the mismatch, I said, I am going to deactivate my Twitter.
See, don't do that.
Okay?
Don't do that.
So here's what I'm telling you. I can't take it from these people anymore. Here's what I'm going to tell you. You, in the offseason, there would be, on a regular basis, there would be some kind of list that came out. And it would say, I'll just bring up a random one. It would be like, the best players in the NBA. And then it'd be like, John Morant, 32nd, Jaren Jackson Jr., 68th. And people would be deluging us with on social media. It'd be like, what the hell's wrong with The Ringer, CBS Sports, ESPN, whatever, right? And what did I say? Over and over again to you people. What did I say? What did I say?
Don't listen.
Don't complain.
Yeah, don't complain. We love it. We love it. We love being underdog.
We love it. The worst thing is for everybody to say you're amazing and then not live up to it. That's the worst. The best is when they don't believe in you. They've forgotten about you. You've been the 2 seed 2 of the last 3 seasons. Now you had a down season because every single person got hurt, and all of a sudden all your players stink and the team's not going to be any good. No. You get to go. Now you get to remind everybody. You get to do this all over again, because we had moved into a different moment where when we got swept by the Lakers, you had people with their pom-poms out. They had their kazoos. They couldn't wait for Dylan Brooks to be humiliated because they got ahead of their skis. They talk wild. They talk reckless. They need to be put back in their place, right? That's where we had gotten to. Then you go into last year and you get humiliated because your whole season just gets ripped away from you. Next thing you know, we're watching players that honestly, if they walk down, I can't even name them. There are players that show up when we run highlights from last year. I don't know who they are. In home games, of which I did a pregame and a postgame and watched the whole thing. Unless I was shopping for baseball cards with Roser on eBay.
Yeah.
Now, back to the original point. So I would tell everybody over and over again, I would say, no. Don't bitch about this stuff. There's nothing better than saying, oh, I love the idea. Oh, really? Unbelievable. The 32nd best player in the NBA had a triple-double on the road at Boston. Imagine that. Huh. but I thought you told me he wasn't as good as this and this and this and this, right? Like, you went back to the pack. You went back to the pack where they've forgotten about you again, right? It had gotten to the point where you were forgotten, and then you had this expectation, and then you got the 2 seed, and then everybody celebrated when you got humbled. Everybody celebrated when you got humbled. And so now you go into something like this tonight, right? And this is what I proposed to Gary and Bennett. There's not a human being on earth that is picking the Grizzlies. None. Nobody believes that they can beat the Thunder. This team just won 50 games before anybody else has won 40 games. This team has a guy who's going to win the MVP in a runaway and just had another 50-point game.
Burger for sure.
People expect you to get murdered. Vegas has you as almost a double-digit underdog at home. You don't have your best player for the entire year, Jaren Jackson Jr. He's been your standby, who means what we feel like is everything. Offensively, defensively, like he brings it all to the table. There are never these opportunities. Not when you're good. Not when you're good. There's never these opportunities where nobody thinks you can win. Nobody. And when expectations are at their lowest, it provides the greatest euphoria because we all expect to go there and we know what we're going to see, right? If they pulled this off tonight, if they win, it will be the biggest win of the year by 100-fold. It won't even be close, and I'm not being hyperbolic. It will be remembered forever. The same way that we remember the Hateful Eight game in Cleveland. I say that, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Because Tony went crazy.
The core four, everybody's sitting, we got nothing, we're playing in Cleveland, right? And they win that game when no one in the world thought that that was going to be possible. And you look back, and all these years, we're a decade later, bro. We still remember it. How? How do we still remember that game? That's how special it was. In the 82-game season, everything blends together over the course of years and decades, and it all blends together. There's very few opportunities that you have to have a moment like they have tonight. And all I'm saying is, on the positive front, if they lose, everybody expects that. To me, this is house money. Go out there and beat them. Because if you did on national TV, if you beat the #1 team and you did it without Jaren Jackson Jr., oh my God.
I'm with it.
I can't imagine.
Hey, what?
It would be like, and so that's the positive. To me, that is, I'm sorry. That's the positive. People expect them to get run out tonight.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
Last time we played
you expect them to get run out.
No.
I expect them to get run out. You expect them to get. That's the way it goes.
Duh.
And it's not because look, things are low right now. You've lost 3 in a row. You've gotten your heart ripped out. But if you can, after losing those 3 in a row, drag yourself off the mat, have your best effort of the entire year, and knock off the best team in the NBA on national television, it's not even close. What would you say is the best wins at Boston, right?
At Boston. I like the Houston joint here was good.
Houston one here was
the
good.
Houston joint here was good.
But nobody, look.
Because you had lost 3
But
in a row.
nobody thought you're getting. Again, you've got to take into context, too, where we're at right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The way it's gone since the trade deadline, the way it's gone since the All-Star break, being literally historic in the last 3 games. No one has ever lost in the last 3 seconds, 3 consecutive games. Not since 2002, the Seattle Supersonics, who are no longer a franchise. That's how long ago that
They are now the Thunder.
right? But, I mean, that hasn't happened since then. And so then you get this terrible news about Jaren, and so now it's like Bro, I was already writhing on the ground because you kicked me in the balls, and now you just came and stomped on them with the Jaren news last night. It's like, bro, what? And we got the Thunder?
On national TV, in front of everybody. Why not?
You just don't
get up off the mat, bro.
You don't have these, like, to me, it's like if you lose, people expect it. If you win, it is by winning is so, like, the euphoria of winning this game destroys any depression of losing.
We talked
this game.
about it. We talked about it Monday.
So it's zero-sum to me.
We talked about it on Monday.
Yeah.
We said on Monday, we said, okay, you lost the Knicks, you lost the Spurs. We said, even if you lost tonight at the Hawks, which we couldn't even fathom at that point, we said, even if you did, if you beat OKC, it wipes all of it.
It wipes all the way.
Wipes all of it.
them depressing ass losses, it goes all, like losing Jaren, all this depressing coach, blah, 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 blah.
All of it.
It goes all the way, bro, if you do what you do tonight. Because last time they were in your building, they got the belt out.
BTA.
Right.
They got the belt out for you. And they're spinning the block like, yo, we stomped these dudes out, bro.
That's twice. They're trying to go BTA 3.
There's not one person that will pick the Grizzlies. No.
Hey, why not us?
Why not tonight?
How about this?
Why not tonight?
Hey, look, speaking of this.
Would you say it's a big game?
It's a big game.
What do we need?
No,
what do we need for big games?
Get the Caps! What the Dudley boys say? What the Dudley boys say? Devon, get the Caps!
God. Did somebody say it's a big game?
Yeah, like the Dudley boys.
Did somebody
man.
say it's a big game?
We got the big Caps for a big game. Hey, I just watched the Tony Allen documentary last night. And the phrase that we all love was birthed against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's true.
It was birthed against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Zebo and Tony on the front row tonight?
Why not?
Why not us?
Make a moment.
Why not us?
Vince Williams.
Why not tonight?
Make a moment.
Film a new documentary just about this game.
Just about this game. Jalen
And then
Wells.
you can throw away the footage if you don't like it.
Yeah, just burn it. Just delete it. Delete the memory card. But if we do, Jalen Wells, go make a moment. Zach Edey, go make a moment. John Morant, go make a moment. Go make a moment tonight.
Why not
Tony's
us?
gonna be there.
Why not
Z-Buzz
tonight?
gonna be there. Cat Williams might be there. Go make a moment.
Why not us?
Why not us?
Why
What?
not tonight?
Why
Say
not?
Cat Williams might be there.
Really?
I'm just talking.
Zebo's friends with him.
Yeah, no, I was like, wait, what?
I was just being a motivational speaker.
What if Glorilla shows up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that GLE.
You never know.
You never know.
Oh,
Moneybag might be here tonight.
If I'm being, no lie, exactly what I said. If you don't beat the Thunder, you're like every other NBA team this year. And especially without the guy that has been consistently your best player over and over again. If you do beat them, especially when this game got moved to national TV, and you do it without Jaren, it's your biggest win 100-fold, and it will never be forgotten. Like, they should let me go do the pregame speech.
Me too. I'll be your hype man.
I mean,
I'll be your hype man.
Yeah, they've already won 50 games.
you have the opportunity. Hey,
Crazy. What?
you don't think you do, but I'm telling you. You lay it all out there tonight and you pull off this win, it will be remembered.
Yes.
Most of these.
Do you want to be remembered?
Do you want to be remembered?
Do you want to be remembered? Most of these are dust in the wind.
Taylor's got a great chance for a pregame speech tonight. He's got a
Do you wanna be
great
remembered?
opportunity here.
Look, this is what you do. Before the game tonight, everybody go to the arena at the same time. Forget film. I'm throwing the Tony Allen documentary on the screen. I'm throwing that bad boy on the screen. Watch this dude fight for this city.
Are you ready to die for it?
Are you ready to die for the cross?
Are you ready to die
What
for
jerseys are we wearing tonight?
Hold on, give me a second. Let me find it. Locker Vision.
I want to know what jerseys we're wearing
Locker
tonight.
Vision. Give me a second. I'll find it.
This matters. I think this matters.
Why not us? Why not tonight?
We are wearing the Navy Junts.
Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, why not tonight?
I'm
You're
cool with
wearing Grizzlies across your chest. This guy named Tony Allen wanted to die for the Grizzlies across his chest. Why not you?
Why not?
Why not you?
Die for it.
Nobody thinks you can do this.
Die for it.
Okay, Matt Rule. You remember when he said that?
If we die, we die.
If we die, we die.
That's what Devin asked. Are you willing to die for it?
Are you really? Tony wanted to die for this, bro.
Die for it.
We watched him.
He did. He did. That's why we love him.
He didn't care.
Bro, nobody believes in you.
Nobody.
The only thing you've got is the guys in this room. And nobody. Turn on that ESPN thing. Everybody says you're dead tonight. Everybody thinks you can't play with them.
Sacrifice yourself.
Everybody thinks Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to bomb you out.
Dive on the floor.
You know what I mean? Everybody thinks you're dead. You're going to fall down the standings. Could the Grizzlies be in the play-in?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying
That's
right
what they're
now.
saying about you.
Put your shoulder into somebody.
They say they say you falling off.
Yeah.
They say you can't do this.
Oh, I needed that.
Hit him with the
I think that shouldn't be a part of the pregame.
Now we're losing by 30.
Yeah, bro.
Because of you.
If you do a pregame speech, you should say.
We're going in the locker room and we're locking the door. We can't have this.
Lock the gate. Look for a fight.
This is it.
We can't say hit him with the.
Hit him with the. And they'd be like, "Oh my God." It reminds me. Hey, you know that old story I tell. Chucky Atkins.
Oh yeah, the Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, you love this, Deb. I don't know if you ever heard this one.
Oh.
Years ago, we were in the playoffs, and Jerry West closed the door to the locker room. Players told me this. It was the locker room. And we were down 3-0. And he said, in 1970, whatever it was, he goes, I'm in a series in the same position you're in right now. Down 3-0. You know what it was? We got in that locker room, and I look over at Wilt Chamberlain, and I said, this is not happening to us. We were going to go out there, and we were going to even up that series, and then we were going to win. He said, we even up that series, and then we won Game 7. Nothing is finished. And he went on, rant and raved and whatever, and he walked out. Chucky Atkins turned to the rest of the team, and he said, y'all see Wilt Chamberlain in this muff?
Yo.
Chucky Atkins is a legend for that.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy to say. That's hilarious.
Fair point by Chucky, too.
Hey, you
we
got
did
it,
not
Chucky.
have Wilt Chamberlain in that locker room.
Yeah, did not have respect.
Jerry was firing him up.
Yeah.
He told him that.
I turned to Wilt Chamberlain.
I turned to Wilt Chamberlain and I told him this ain't that. Okay. All right, Jerry.
I don't see Wilt in here.
No.
You're right.
They didn't have no Wilt.
But we got John.
I'll tell you that.
We got Dez.
Do we?
He was at shoot around this morning.
Let's go!
Yeah,
we got 12. We got Dez. We got
Hey, scared of no deltoid?
Yeah, bro.
What did he say? A banged up bruised deltoid?
I don't even know what that is.
Just rub it. Man, we got icy hot.
Yeah, we got icy hot.
We got a gallon.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a gallon of icy hot.
Put the little sleeve on the junk,
Shai
bro.
Gilgeous-Alexander's gonna be like, what's that smell?
Yeah.
It's icy hot, dog.
Yeah, bro. You can't get your minis on.
It's all up on my deltoid.
I don't like that smell. What is that smell?
What is that? Are you trying to talk
What
about
is that?
SGA?
Isn't that how he talks? Like, what is that?
No, his voice
smell?
is deeper than that, bro.
Like,
You gotta do like a super deep voice.
I don't really understand that
My name is Shai
smell.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
That smell is pungent.
Are you trying to have a deep voice? I can't hear you
That
because
is
of my
pungent. Your big hat.
Wait, do your deep voice, bro.
I can't hear you through my head.
You got your headphones on the deal.
I can't fit them.
Do your deep voice, bro. Do a deep voice.
Like, I feel like that smell. Oh, like a.
That's the deepest voice you can do?
Like a really deep voice.
Yeah, that's how he
like,
talks.
Hey.
He talks like this. He talks like one of those like dark voices like in the clouds.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Shai
That
Gilgeous-Alexander.
smell is quite pungent, Jaw.
I didn't realize what a big deal this was until we lost.
Yeah.
Remember he said that in the in the Court of Gold?
Hey, I want you to say it tonight, Shai Gilgeous.
Yeah. You didn't realize how big a deal it was until you lost.
So you saw 3 dudes with big old caps on. I know you at shoot around right now. You can see me.
Yep.
You see it? All right, I'm done. Go, Chris.
I do think, attempt, and I do think it's totally reasonable, honestly. If they get beat, they get beat. If they win, it's euphoric. I can't imagine how amazing that would be.
It's like
you just do not get these chances. You don't.
Nah.
This is so rare.
Play the Eminem song.
I told you, bro. I say Hateful Eight, and both of you remember it.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Every Grizzly fan remembers it.
Yep.
Very rare. It is very rare that you have like a chance like that. Where you, like, we know going in, we won't forget this. Hell, we remember the Phoenix game where Santi went off.
Yep. Crowd was going crazy. I remember the little reverse jump when he got to the lane.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were supposed to get drilled. That was the great Phoenix team that ended up going to the finals.
Yeah, it was.
And we had nobody. And it was like, what is happening?
Yeah, we were so
How?
lit. We were so lit that year.
How are we winning?
Dude, nobody relishes in being on the MAC like Memphis, bro. Why not?
Right?
Nobody relishes in the moment. Let's go. Why not?
All right.
Man.
I do need to mention a massive congratulations to my homie Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
Conference champs. Number 1 seed in the AAC.
They beat Ridgeway High School last night, Vernon.
Buddy, that was a tight one, too, against the Roadrunners of UTSA. Not their best performance by a wide margin, but look, as we always say, it went in the correct column, and that's all that matters. And now they have one game left, which is going to be Friday night, which is, I suppose, will be senior night, against South Florida on Friday night. Now, it is a game that is not going to affect their standing in the AAC. They locked up that number 1 seed. They locked up a conference championship, but it could have a profound effect on their NCAA seeding. And I do think that they need to take care of business here, and then obviously when they get to the conference tournament to get because unfortunately you are in a position where a loss kills you seeding wise, but a win doesn't help you. Like that's the situation that you are in currently. But they've continued to take care of business, right? There have been few and far between on the blips. Interestingly enough, and this rarely happens, but I don't always understand the analytics and the algorithm as to how these teams can be ranked with the advanced numbers. But as you know, for years and years and years, I've been a subscriber to KenPom.com, and that has been a very reliable source for telling you who the best teams are in NCAA basketball. And their analytics are, I think they are so much better than their number.
Yeah, their
They
number
are
is
50.
not. Yeah, their number's
The
not
Tigers?
great. Yeah,
Yeah, they are. I feel like they are. So
and
much
their
better.
number has been better
It's
than that
so-
in years past. It's been better than
and
that.
it's so odd that they have the wins that they have
And
this
and those
year.
wins have gotten better too as time goes on. Like that Missouri wins
Beating
gotten
Missouri, beating UNLV away,
better. Michigan State.
beating Connecticut,
Yeah.
beating Michigan State, beating Clemson on the road at Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, so Missouri is 12th in KenPom. Michigan State is 9th in KenPom. Clemson is 18th in KenPom. Ole Miss is 26th in KenPom. And you have wins over all of those teams.
Yeah.
You have wins over all of those teams. And then you're ranked 50th.
It's because you playing in that.
It's because you
poverty
lost,
conference.
dude. It's because you lost to Temple and Wichita.
Yep.
Because you don't have Arkansas State hurts, but honestly, Arkansas State's 87th in KenPom.
I don't know where Memphis is, even if they win those games. They were never, even when they were racking up those wins, they were never that high.
Right.
They've never been. They never jumped. They've never been. I don't even know if they've been top 25 in KenPom this year.
No, I don't think they have.
I don't think they've even. Yeah, I don't think they've ever hit top 25.
So there's a number.
You can check it through weeks.
Yeah, what does it say?
Yeah.
34th when the Mississippi State game happened?
That was the highest they got.
Was that
It was
the
30.
last? Ole Miss, they were 42nd, is what it looks like.
But like even against that Auburn team, people that like cover college basketball say you.
Figure
you look,
that out.
You look good against them.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so they lost by double digits to Mississippi State. So when we get to the last of the when the last non-conference game was the Ole Miss game, and at that point they were 42nd. So they have dropped 8 since then. After the Michigan State game, they played Auburn, and that was one of the losses. And to your point, Roser, that would have been the highest because you were undefeated with back-to-back wins. I'm sorry, 3 wins in a row. You had San Francisco, UConn, Michigan State, and at that point you got up to 27.
That was the highest you got.
That was the highest.
So if you would have beaten Auburn, you definitely would have jumped. But
Sure.
Yeah. And I feel like everybody that covers it, like,
but there was like a lid on it. You're right.
Yeah.
They never gotten, even despite beating San Francisco, UConn, and Michigan State on neutrals.
Yeah.
Well, and San Francisco was not
It was a
neutral.
road. That's a road. That's a road win. That wasn't Chase Center, bro.
But UConn and Michigan State were both neutral sites.
Yep.
You beat both of them. And by the way, at the time, UConn was 6th. They were 6th in Ken Palm when you beat them.
Where are they
Michigan
now?
State. Oh wow, Michigan State was 40th.
Yeah, they weren't projected
So
to be
it was
that good.
so it was their Ken Palm ranking at the time because right now Ken Palm is 9.
Yeah.
Again, these wins have looked better.
That's what I'm saying. They got better as the
UConn's
season going on.
37 now.
Huh?
UConn's 37 now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, look, that conference, bro, and like you said, those 2 losses mess you up. But in the
Because
grand scheme of it,
Temple is 172 and Wichita is 125.
you,
Yeah, brutal. Those are rough.
you.
One of the things that we did not get to talk about a lot yesterday, and I just want to say this in case there are some Mavs fans watching. I'm sorry. I really am. That is just,
man.
You know, I told Jacoby this yesterday when we were recording. I said, you know, there's times where you're feeling down, you feel like everything's not going your way, you're upset about this, you're upset about that, you're upset about this, you're upset about that, and then you look over and you see somebody that's going through something actually terrible, and you're like, you know, things ain't so bad, right? And it's exactly how I feel if you were to create the meme of a Grizzlies fan walking past a Mavericks fan, where it's like, bro, losing 3 games in a row basically at the buzzer is, I mean, you feel like it's as low as you can get. Mm-hmm. And then you look across the street and you're like, oh my God. The guy that I had a shrine to in my house was traded for a guy that got hurt immediately. And I'm still pinning my hopes to being a dangerous play-in team because I just need to get Lively back and Gafford back and AD back. And then to watch Kyrie get carried off the floor and then the news come out yesterday about a torn ACL. It's like, it is one of those moments of levity where you're like, you know, this ain't so bad.
Ain't that bad.
We're talking about being 4th or 5th in the standings. Oh my God, they're like that seriously might have ruined their franchise. I'm not trying to be dramatic. Like seriously,
dead serious. Like
he might miss all of next year, and then it's like, bro, by that time, AD is like, I mean.
Kai's gonna be like 35 next time he plays.
Oh my God!
AD
Klay Thompson is not getting younger.
Yeah.
Like this was like a win now situation.
Yeah.
It's a win now situation with really no 2 timelines.
Yep.
Right? They did this for now. You didn't acquire AD for the next 5 years. You, as Nico Harrison famously said, this is the next 3 years. I don't know what's going to happen 10 years from now. We'll probably both be gone. Like he said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
We don't win a thing, you know, me and Jason will both be gone. It's like, well, that just got decided for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that Kyrie thing is horrible.
Yeah, that
it's
was
horrible.
so sad.
And it is one of those moments as a fan where you look up and you go, you know,
it's not that bad.
It can be worse.
Your whole
like
franchise
that is just, I mean, good grief, bro. Can you imagine? You went to the finals last year.
6 months ago, 6-7 months ago.
And you just feel like the whole thing, all joy associated with your team has been ripped away from you. one by one. My favorite player got traded for a trade I hated. The acquisition, even if I was going to have a chance at warming up to it, had no opportunity for me to warm up to it because we didn't even make it to game 2. And now the guy that we need the most has now torn his ACL, and that is over a year. Yeah. And then who knows?
For a 33-year-old, yeah.
And then how are you going to be after you come back from that? God bless. I'm sorry. Yeah. That is, as someone who's a fan of a team, good God, that is just the worst.
Yeah, somebody brought up it's probably the worst season in Dallas since the 2024 Cowboys.
How dare you? Really? How dare you?
Damn, it's tough.
My bad. I had to, bro. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I'm just saying, bro. It's okay.
My dad called me last week, and he was like, hey, what did you, we never even talked about it. What did you think about the new coach hire? And I was like, I don't want to talk.
You signed Osa.
Osa who?
The defensive tackle or whatever to like a 4-year, $80 million deal.
That's cool. Hey, by the way,
Diggy Zuwa.
Yeah, that guy.
Great name.
You forgot the other part about that too, Vernon.
What?
They raised the prices of the tickets for Mavs fans too. So just imagine you lose your franchise player.
Oh, and it costs more.
You lose your franchise player. The guy you traded for gets hurt. Everything's going downhill, and then they trade. then they say, "Yo, you got to pay more for come to these games."
Yeah, it's like 8-9%.
9%, bro. To come to watch what?
I would change that policy.
And they might have.
would change that policy.
Yeah, I would say actually,
you can
we're
come
not
for
doing
free.
It. Yeah, no, actually, we're not doing it.
And it's the first time I'm buying the hype that, dude, the freaking Lakers may win the title. Like, they really might.
Throw this hat
They
at you.
really could have handed them that title. They really might have done it.
Stop glazing for a second, please.
Dude, nobody hates the
Krispy
Lakers.
Kreme.
Yeah.
Nobody hates the Lakers
Krispy
more than
Kreme
I do.
ass.
Fresh hot glaze.
Yeah.
Nobody
Auntie
hates the
Annie's
Lakers
ass.
more
Stop
than I
glazing,
do.
bro. Stop glazing.
Hey, have
Roser.
y'all talked about on the mismatch?
Glaze and Roser.
Have y'all talked about the most underrated storyline on the mismatch? LeBron James taking 2 weeks off in the middle of the year to go to Germany. Has that not been talked about?
And nobody knew where he was.
But dude, he took 2 weeks off in the middle of the year.
Did they say he went to Germany?
They didn't say where he
Where
went.
else did he go? He came back and he looks like he's 29 years old again.
Why are you being so specific on what country he went to?
Yeah, who knows?
Because Tim Duncan did it and Kobe did it, and it made their careers last longer.
I mean, look, bro. It's okay, man.
That's some hating stuff, huh?
No, right? A supreme hater.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys in a mismatch talking about how LeBron disappeared for 2 weeks and now he's like young again.
I mean,
so what do you want me to say? What are you implying?
What are you implying, Roser?
What are you implying?
He broke the rules?
Fine, LeBron went to Germany in the middle of the season.
Okay. What are you implying?
I don't know. What am I implying?
Something nefarious?
I didn't say that.
Then shut up. Either imply something nefarious or shut up.
Come on, radio guy.
Nefarious
Come on.
activity.
Nefarious activity? You think if something nefarious took place?
You think he would have did some drugs?
Why did Marcus Smart take a week off?
Exactly.
Well,
to run on a treadmill. We didn't send him anywhere.
No.
We sent him to the treadmill.
Yeah, we just got him a little shot. You know what I'm saying? Got him the O.
Exactly.
The big O.
Ho, 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 Zim.
Yeah, the big O. No Oscar Robinson.
We know.
we do have NFL news.
We do.
DK Metcalf has requested a trade, and the Raiders have signed Maxx Crosby for 3 years, $106.5 million. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Maxx Crosby's awesome, though.
He is amazing.
He is awesome.
DK Metcalf's awesome, too.
Yeah, you know what?
I bet you're glad he's getting traded. He won't be haunting you anymore.
He didn't really.
He'll never be haunting you anymore.
Hadn't really recently.
It's your rat franchise.
Yeah, they
supposed to be good.
Got rid of Debo for a fifth-round pick.
Supposed to be good.
Yeah.
What are y'all gonna do next, Roser? You got rid of DK for?
Pay Brock Purdy a ridiculous amount.
I don't know if they're going to right now.
Yes,
they may make him play it out.
You got to franchise him?
No. Well, he's got one. He's got 1 year left on his deal. Yeah.
Oh, so they're gonna not take care of him.
Yeah.
Wow. What a good franchise. Take care of your guys, bro.
Talking.
Take care of your guys.
Hey, I forgot to bring this up.
We just do it way too late and then pay them way too much.
I can't.
Yeah,
I love.
We always pay them.
When I do.
We always pay them.
I do love everybody praising
Just
the
late.
Eagles for signing Saquon Barkley to the 2-year extension, and then they're going to quickly realize when he gets hurt next year because he had like 450 touches this year.
This is DeMarco Murray.
Like, dude, that is the smartest thing the Cowboys ever did. Is they were like, after they gave DeMarco Murray all those carries, they were like, yeah, no, we're good. We're not signing you.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
We're done. And
we
then
ran your ass into the ground.
Yeah, but we can't decide which is which because we also ran Ezekiel Elliott into the ground, but then brought him back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He was
got
fat
really
until he
desperate,
came
though.
back. Y'all brought back Fat Zeke. Like, not Slim Zeke, Fat Zeke. Hey, by the way, I got to bring up, you talk about, speaking of showing love, there's been, like, news buzzing about P.J. Haggerty possibly coming back next year.
Well, why wouldn't he?
Because a bigger school would get him.
He's not a senior.
No, I know,
because
but I'm saying,
a
like,
bigger school would
the
pay more
price
money.
of the bricks is going up.
Yeah, I
Way
got
up.
it, but I mean, money has never been a particular issue with Memphis basketball.
Okay, so Penny's...
Bro, we signed Mikey Williams, who, by the way, I have not heard his name once.
Bruh,
Yeah,
he
he's
ain't
at
done
UCF.
it.
Did he
and
transfer?
he's
To
UCF,
UCF.
and he's
He-
terrible.
No, did he transfer from UCF?
No, he's there right now. He ain't done
Well,
nothing.
he will.
Yeah.
He will transfer from
Oh,
UCF.
yeah, he ain't, bro.
He's done nothing?
Nothing, bro. His highs this season, well, he had 14 against Iowa State. But, like, he got hella DMPs, bro. Like,
Wow.
Yeah, he scored.
Yeah, money is never. Look, there is always one thing I've learned over my 25 years here in Memphis. If you need money for Memphis basketball, it's available.
so you think PJ will be back next year?
For sure.
I'm just like
For sure.
Do you think
Look,
that-
you're not getting outbid.
You'll bring-
People spend money here, bro.
Well, it depends on what they cost.
Huh?
Like if PJ Haggerty costs $5 million, are they going to
He's
pay
not.
$5 million?
There's nobody paying $5 million. Come on.
There are absolutely people
Bruh,
paying.
he
No,
one of the
Hunter
best
Dickinson
scorers.
got a million.
That's all he got?
Yeah. Hunter Dickinson got $1 million. when he
Carson
went to-
Beck got $4 million
Yeah,
to
wow.
play football at
that's-
Miami.
Well, football's a different sport, bro.
Yeah, at Miami it is.
PJ Haggerty ain't getting no $5 million.
Okay.
He's not AJ DeBanster.
All right.
God.
I'm just saying our salary cap is not as big as other schools.
He is.
You don't know what it is?
You don't either.
Gary literally said a guy walked away that they had already
With
paid
like
six
600
figures
six
to.
figures to, yeah.
We got a salary cap, bro. There's people with money
Yeah.
in this town. There's never been a time where I have thought Memphis lost something because of money. Never. Hell, they offered.
Well, then if
they
that's
offered
the
Calipari
case,
the sun and the moon.
Then if that's the case, then why don't we have Auburn's roster?
Huh?
Then why don't we have Auburn's roster? If money's not the if money's no obstacle, and you're just paying guys.
I mean, they did pay a dude that sucks like 6 figures.
Yeah.
That dude sucks.
But I do
bro.
think there are other schools that spend more. I bet Alabama basketball can spend more than we can.
Oh, for sure. How much? Okay,
I
how
bet
much?
Auburn basketball
how much
can.
you think-
Kentucky
you think
basketball
PJ
can.
gonna
Arkansas
top out
can.
at like $1 million.
But I mean,
I bet you Arkansas's basketball roster costs more than us. They have not been. I don't think
we
Arkansas is as good
literally
as
have
us, but
we literally have a starting guard from Texas and a starting power forward from Illinois.
I know.
Let's see.
So obviously we can play on that level.
I didn't say we couldn't pay. I didn't say that.
Hey,
So I mean, you're gonna make your choices on to who we get. I mean, so obviously they can pay.
Yeah.
It's not like all these guys who came from little schools.
Oh no, I know
they
that.
came from
And
Power Fives.
I didn't say we don't pay.
Penny said apparently he said we'll give you $2 million and $3 million if you come over here, but sometimes the love from a city in this fan base overvalues the money. So he think that it's going to be in the $2-3 million span paying PJ. So
That is more than what I thought.
that price
cost. Hunter Dickinson got $1 million like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, the price is going up now, bro.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of good players for $2 million.
Hey, he might be one of the best
He
scorers
might-
in the nation.
He really might be.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be
By next year,
He
he
will
could-
be a preseason first team All American.
Yes. You bring back Dane Danger too, boy. You might be cooking with some smoke.
Grease.
Grease. My bad.
You don't cook with smoke.
My bad.
I mean,
my bad. I fumbled that one. That one. It felt good coming out.
you're out the kitchen.
Yeah. That one felt good coming out. You
Just
know,
sit at the dinner table and wait.
Cooking
wait
with
for it to
smoke?
be
cooking
done.
with smoke. You missed the one I said the other day. You didn't even hear it.
What?
When I said put the horse before the carriage.
Yeah.
I said don't put the horse before the carriage or some shit like that.
That is literally the phrase.
That's the phrase?
Yes.
Ah.
Even when you're right, you're wrong?
I was worried I was wrong. It didn't sound right coming out. I got all these phrases on my phone, like Rosa got these cliches, like these sports cliches.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. Jessica Benson is going to join us, get us called what's going on in the world of pop culture and entertainment. Chris Vernon Show.
We got Southern Heritage Classic news. Mike, Tennessee State out. Where do you think the Classic goes from here? Is this a thing that sort of dooms this Classic, Southern Heritage Classic?
I don't ever bet against Fred Jones. I don't count Fred Jones out. You have to have the event. You have to continue to have the weekend, and a football game has to be part of it.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Durant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Where will Aaron Rodgers play?
Gosh.
God, I can't believe we're doing this again.
You know who it's going to be.
Oh.
Tennessee Titans. Tighten up.
Oh, no.
You know they're going to do it. You know they're going to do it.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Our fans have a huge impact on our ability to play to the level that we're striving for.
Drop off, Durant. Oh! Well, you wanted home crowd involvement.
I love those moments where you see our guys engaging in the fans, and the fans just get pumped up.
They are standing in FedEx Forum.
I would hate to be on the other side with the opposition when FedEx Forum's rolling. That's such an unbelievable relationship that our group has with our fans.
Let's face it. There's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board. A class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Outside with the G's and the homies. OG fresh out ducking the police. White t-shirt, locs on, riding dirt. Trick, don't talk to me when I'm counting up money. Yeah, west side, east side, it's active. I just stepped in the party, what's cracking? I just seen the enemies, but they lack. Yeah, we really with the business, they don't want no action. Bounce, rock, slide, throw it in the sky. If you from one side, we call you
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. It is a Wednesday, which means we are joined by Jessica Benson here in studio. You can watch the Jessica Benson Show every morning at 8 o'clock on Grind City Media and all of its channels, the Grind City Media app, YouTube, and everywhere else. All right, what we got, Jess?
Okay, wait, before we get to it, I heard you guys talking about how we don't have crazies in the league anymore like Tony Allen. We don't make the crazy, thank you. It's a very important note.
You were there at the debut of the movie last night.
I was like, God, could these Grizzlies use a Tony Allen? It's real unfortunate that doesn't
Who do they
exist
look
anymore.
at and say, we've got to meet that intensity?
Okay.
Okay.
My Grizz files tonight.
Okay.
He's Vince Williams Jr. So I was going back, and I haven't listened to these conversations since we did them way back on Media Day.
Okay.
But I remember ending my conversation with Vince Williams Jr. and just being like, that just might be the right kind of crazy. This man, I end every Grizz file with like rapid fire questions, just fun, stupid-ish kind of stuff.
Yeah.
One of them is like, is cereal a soup? He doesn't answer the question. He looks me dead in the eye and he goes, I got one for you. Our scrambled eggs fried chicken. Deadpan. That's our guy.
That's our guy.
That's our guy.
That's our guy.
T-shirt under the jersey.
That's our guy. We just need him to
Slightly
feel.
off right
we
there,
need him to start feeling himself.
I need him
Yep.
to be inspired to
Become
jump
that
over
guy.
a table.
Yep.
Okay?
That's
and I
right.
think he has it in him. Got that little crazy.
Yeah, we need him
in the
like
best of ways.
tussling with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander tonight or something. Yeah,
like
yeah.
real
I'm with
psycho
you.
behavior.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
No, that is.
Force those like 5
That would scare
turnovers.
me.
Yeah, it would scare me too.
If somebody said that to me,
Right?
that would
Responded to
scare
my
me.
Who
question
thinks
with-
about that?
Nobody.
And he had it so
He
ready
said
to
our
go.
scrambled eggs, fried chicken.
Yeah. He also said,
something a high person would say.
who would you want to trade places with for a day? He said Cat Williams. I respect that answer, but I think we're just building the case.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm fried.
Yeah, he's more like Tony than anyone else.
It's the best option we have.
No, I agree with you.
He
I
has
agree with you.
the closest energy to
I
that.
love the big hat.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I just had to put it,
Thank you so much.
It's amazing.
Thank you. All right, as we move into pop culture lessons for all of you.
Seemed like virtually all the people you wanted to win
Yes.
awards won awards besides Chalamet.
It was an exciting Oscars weekend, and from the movie update side of things, Honora swept, which was great.
Yep.
Didn't completely sweep because their Best Supporting Actor lost to Kieran Culkin, but everything else, Mikey Madison beat Demi Moore for Best Actress. That was probably one of the most shocking moments. Even though she
Right.
had momentum, there was an audible gasp when Demi
Right.
Moore won. And like the cameras on her, as they always do, she looked not thrilled. The boyfriend, one of Taylor Swift's like best friends who dates Margaret Qualley, who's in The Substance as well, the look on his face was like he knew. And I did feel bad for Demi Moore. Like
Yeah.
that was her opportunity. But the movie itself won, and then the big
Unless
scene,
Striptease 2 comes out.
unless Striptease,
Yes.
and a sex worker just won Best Actress,
That's right.
that kind of role.
Striptease
so
2
perhaps
might be the moment.
Striptease 2 is
That's
what
right.
we need.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just
in
saying.
right now.
It's
in right now.
It
yeah.
is. It's hot. Capitalize.
I have had a lot of people be like, I checked out Honora after I've heard you not shut up about how great it is. And you were right. The first 40 minutes of that movie wouldn't want to watch with my parents.
Yeah,
wouldn't want to watch with my children.
pornographic.
It's art, okay? It's just art
porno
out here.
won Best Picture.
I did end up getting the
basically.
3.5-hour movie.
Yeah.
I watched right before the Academy
The
Awards.
Brutalist?
I sure did.
And was it brutal?
I didn't love it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Sounds boring.
First half, I thought the first half was pretty good. I thought the first half was great.
Do you
and
know
I
how
thought the second half was
good
just good.
something has to be?
For me to care about it for 3.5 hours. Yes. And Adrian Brody beats Timothee Chalamet.
That's a big ask.
And then his speech was like the worst of the night.
Bro.
And they start playing the music, and he's like, I've been here before. Please stop playing the music. And I'm like, okay.
Dude, I saw some video this weekend. I don't know if you saw this. I saw this video.
What video?
Because when Adrian Brody walks up to the stage and he's about to do his thing, and he starts talking about his beautiful wife Georgina, and they show her in the crowd, and she is awesome. She is,
Georgina?
Georgina's awesome.
You want to know who Georgina was married to, Devin?
Harvey Weinstein for like over a decade. I was
children.
like, what?
He shouted out their children. Yeah.
I was like, nah.
Georgina's seen some shit.
It was wild. I was watching a clip of the 2014.
That's nasty, bro.
2014 Oscars.
What's up with Georgina?
Ellen DeGeneres is the host. Didn't age well.
Yeah.
She does this whole bit where she's like ordering pizza for the crowd and doing crowd work, and she goes from Harvey Weinstein to Kevin Spacey.
Oh,
I'm just like, from Ellen to Harvey to
my
Kevin.
God.
Like, and that was only
Canceled.
11 years ago at this point.
The cancel
but
crew.
My God.
Wow.
The Oscars themselves, highest total in ratings, 5-year high for total viewers and adults aged 18 to 49. And a big reason for that, like when the TV numbers came through, it looked like it was going to be a dip. But then when they added the Hulu numbers, it went up. And Hulu had problems throughout the night. But I do think it will set a precedent that all award shows at this point have to be streamed. There are not enough people with cable to do it.
Is that what they're saying is the reasoning? Because it was Hulu?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know for
because
me,
last
most
year
of my
was
friends
bigger
watched
with
it on Hulu.
Oppenheimer, with Barbie. That was bigger.
Yeah, they also drew a lot of people in. The Wicked opening number was huge. Ariana Grande did Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Cynthia Erivo did Home from The Wiz, and then the two of them did Defying Gravity. And so a lot of people popped in, watched that, probably popped out.
Yeah.
But I did think it was a testament to like loving movies. Sean Baker, the director of Anora, his whole speech was about getting people back in movie theaters.
Right.
Which I think we talked about it last week. Like, none of you have been in a movie theater lately. I've only been in a movie theater because I seek out opportunities to go, but I don't go nearly as much as I used to. I wait for something to come on at home. We waited for the 3.5-hour Brutalist to be at home. I didn't want to watch that in theaters.
Well, I mean, the last I went to was Inside Out 2. I see kids movies.
Yeah.
I saw Bad Boys.
Oh, I take that
Best
back.
Animated.
I saw the Pharrell Lego movie.
Oh.
I saw
How was it?
Piece by piece.
Bad Boys
cool?
4
It's
was probably
fine.
the last time
Yeah.
I saw it.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's not like funny.
Yeah.
I expected the Lego movies to
Wasn't
always
funny.
be funny because the Lego movies are hilarious. It's not particularly funny, but it's just a documentary done with all Legos. It's worth watching, and certainly his story is incredible. I mean, and also his friendships, and like kind of takes you through his whole career. Pusha T and like him and Pusha T and who else? What? Like they were all in high school together. It's crazy in this place.
Missy Elliott?
Huh? Missy Elliott, yeah.
Missy Elliott, yeah.
All in this one high school. It's wild. And then like kind of how he got into the music industry, and then obviously through his entire career and everything. It's worth watching.
Okay.
It's worth watching. And it's cool because it's Legos.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on movie news,
Yep.
the big movie that comes out this weekend is called Mickey 17, and there's a lot of excitement in the movie community for it. It stars Robert Pattinson, and the director is Bong Joon-ho, who did Parasite, which won Best Picture a couple years back. I think all three of you would actually love Parasite.
Okay.
It is subtitled, but it's phenomenal. And this movie is the description: a disposable employee is sent on a human expedition to colonize the ice world Niflheim. After one iteration dies, a new body is regenerated with most of his memories intact. So it's like a clone movie, but it's supposed to be awesome. Like, this is the first critical moment, but also it's supposed to be really popular. It's supposed to get people back in movie theaters. There's a lot of excitement for it. Mickey 17.
Why do you think I would like that?
I thought you would like Parasite. It was a crazy movie.
She didn't say you
I didn't say you'd like Mickey 17.
Oh, okay. Parasite's the one you
I
think
think you'd like Parasite. I think
Parasite's-
Parasite's like a universal
Parasite's
liked
awesome.
movie, right?
Parasite's
Don't you think Devin
awesome.
would like Parasite?
Yeah, Parasite's awesome.
Mickey 17 has a 85 so far on Rotten Tomatoes.
There you go.
Yeah, Parasite's cool.
Okay.
So that's the big one to look out for. To go back to the awards, into catching you up on famous couples, because you guys don't pay attention to that.
Yep.
And so I'm here to alert you of who you need to pay attention to.
Yeah, we didn't even know that Georgina was married to Harvey Weinstein.
To be fair, I didn't know
Oh, you
Georgina was
didn't?
married until she was standing next to him on the red carpet, and Halle Berry came up and did the like recreation. Do you remember when Halle Berry won her Oscar
kissed him.
and Adam,
Yep.
or Adrian Brody kissed her on stage, and it was really weird. And so then Halle Berry came and kissed him and made a whole thing. And I was like, and someone pointed out, wow.
Right in front of
I
Georgina.
couldn't be this spouse.
Yeah.
And then was like, well, she's beautiful, so she probably has the confidence, whatever. And then they're like, wait, is that Harvey Weinstein? And then that took off from there. This time last year, everything was about Travis and Taylor. And I do think still they are the most famous couple on earth. I think Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are the most famous couple on earth. However, watching the Oscars, I don't think we talk nearly enough that Timothee Chalamet and Kylie Jenner have now been a couple for a significant period of time. And
Are
that is
they?
heavy star power, yes.
Are they a couple?
Yes.
Couple?
They are a couple.
Yeah, Jess, we were talking about
they're
this
like
this
dating.
morning. Have they? It's
Rosa inspired this conversation.
Kylie Jenner has done the, you know what? She did the Sierra. Said, I dated the rapper. I had a baby with the rapper. F that. I'm going to get someone normal.
Timothee
Chalamet is normal.
He's not normal. He just put himself in Bob Dylan's shoes for 5 years. Like that's
not
also
normal.
I think it's just a different.
Don't compare Timothee Chalamet to Russell Wilson.
Different
wrong with you,
lifestyles.
bro?
Different
You don't
lifestyles.
think
It's not Russell
What do you think Timothee Chalamet doing? You don't think he turning up?
Not like Travis Scott in Future.
Different kinds of
I
turned
think
up. You
she
don't know.
might have an
Do you know what
easier
kind of
time
drugs you had to do
wrangling.
to
I
play
think
Bob Dylan.
I will say, in Roser's defense, I think Chalamet is infinitely more likely to answer his phone at 11:30
Maybe.
than Travis Scott.
I don't know. unless
That's
he's
what I'd
working.
guess.
I think he's a crazy worker.
I got it, but I'm just saying, like, if it's if the girl's calling to be like, "Hey, where are you?"
Yeah.
I think it's very possible you
Right.
might not hear from Travis till the next day.
Because he might be high as
At
hell.
this point in the world, like when I say most famous celebrity couple, who comes to mind?
Jay-Z, Beyonce.
I think they still hold. I think Rihanna and ASAP are up
Rihanna
there.
and ASAP for sure. For me.
Jay-Z, Beyonce stuff. I think of Jay-Z, Beyonce before I think
Jay-Z
of Taylor and
Beyonce is
Travis.
way bigger than Rihanna. My mom would not have no
Sure.
idea who ASAP Rocky.
Would your mom
is.
know like
She would
Penelope
know
Cruz
Jay-Z and
Javier
Beyonce.
Bardem?
Who?
Like Penelope Cruz and
Nope.
Javier Bardem. Would she
No.
know like
I don't
Kevin
know who the
Bacon
hell
and
them
Kira
people are.
Sedgwick?
No.
I'm telling you, like these are like older actors. Would she know the alleged relationship between like Meryl Streep and Martin Short?
Okay.
Which I do
Oh my
adore.
gosh, that's great. What?
It's,
Wait, you
it's
said-
all alleged. They keep showing up at events together, and it's very cute. They're both in their
You said
70s.
Meryl Streep and who?
Martin Short.
He loves Meryl Streep.
Chrissy Teigen, John Legend, stay in that space. And then Zendaya, Tom Holland is the other young one. But we don't have like real power couples like we used
No,
to.
I think that's fair. Maybe the Biebers.
Yeah.
They're big.
Haley and Justin.
They're big.
But
They're big.
every time you see Justin now.
Oh
you're
my
like, "Are you
God,
okay?
he looks, yeah.
Are you doing
He
okay?
really is. Like, you all right,
Yeah.
man?
But they're mega famous.
They are mega.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They'll hold that forever. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, but I don't think Benny
Yeah.
Blanco's famous enough to elevate that. Like he's famous, but he's not.
People don't know
But
that.
If I was famous, I wouldn't want to marry anybody.
But
famous.
Bieber,
Well, that's what- okay.
But on the other hand, it is people that actually have something in common with you.
but Bieber and Haley are not as famous as Bieber and Selena were.
No, not at all.
No, God,
Take this
no.
off.
I
It
knew
is
it was
hot.
gonna make your head
It's
sweat.
hot.
My bad. I was gonna say yeah, her head probably sweating.
She doesn't believe anymore. She's friggin' rooting for the Thunder with
Hey,
Roser.
no big cap. I am not Dr. Thunder.
Would Tom Brady and
but you
Giselle have qualified?
Yeah, they would have qualified.
Yeah.
But the thing, even you talk about if you were not famous, you would not want to marry a famous person. But that used to be an okay thing. Like Dolly Parton's husband died this week.
Yep.
And the big story was they were married for 60 years. And could you tell me what Dolly Parton's husband, Carl, looked like?
No.
No.
Exactly.
You never saw him. He had a normal job. They met her first day in Nashville at a laundromat. And then he never was in the spotlight. Like
Just like-
Jolene is about an inside joke that the two of them had about a bank teller who got flirty with him. So like these things can exist. I think they're kind of more fun.
Do you know?
Like
do you-
Oprah and Stedman.
Yeah.
Stedman normal.
There's a lot of things though. Like,
Stedman used to be more in public though.
Yeah.
so I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan. You may
Yeah.
not know that about me, but I
I
am.
didn't.
But also, what you have not seen besides her husband, you've also never seen her arms.
Oh
look.
yeah, I've heard this story.
She wears
She's
long
tatted.
sleeves. She's tatted up all over. No one knows. No one knows. If you ever notice, high neckline
you
too.
tell me she got sleeves?
She's tatted up everywhere.
Wow.
Tatted up.
One person exposed it at one point. I think somebody saw her.
Secret
Maybe it's
tattoo
Rosie O'Donnell
collection.
or something. Saw her in the dressing room. Said they're the most unbelievable tattoos you've ever seen.
That's crazy.
But she's never
did not
shown
know
them.
that.
Yeah. If you ever see her, she's never worn.
Wow.
She's always worn long sleeves.
Well, we can't lose Dolly.
I know, right?
She's like 79 at this point. I can't have her going up.
She's
a broken
79?
heart. Yeah,
Oh,
we're
wow.
starting to get up there with some of them. The other big relationship piece of news. Ben Affleck's trying with an ex again. The other Jennifer. Last year it was Jennifer Lopez. Now it's Jennifer Gardner.
Oh, God, trying to get her credit card for her farm.
According to Page 6, he wants to give it another go. I thought this was so dumb, but then these pictures came out of them playing paintball for one of their kids' birthdays.
I've seen the commercial so many times.
I've seen it so many times. It never stops. Yeah. And apparently they're holding each other playing paintball. You don't really need to hold someone to play paintball.
Hey,
like, I don't care how much you love your
Ben
kid.
Affleck just keeps going back to the same people?
He does.
Does he have kids with her?
3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
The apps must be real bad.
That's fair. Jennifer Lopez seems awful, but Jennifer Gardner doesn't seem awful.
Okay, but you were married for 10 years. Don't give these kids hope.
This is fair.
Don't give these kids and divorced parents hope.
This is fair. But I'm saying if you're going to go with one or the other, go with Jennifer Garner and not Lopez.
I guess. Maybe it's a little more low-key at this point.
He just keeps trying the same thing instead of something new because he's like, nothing new.
So-
At least this person knows what I'm like.
Speaking of commercials that you are now going to see all the time, we go to music news. And I just kept this open in case Devin has any new music that he's interested in sharing. There's a new Doechii song that's awesome.
Oh,
it's called
Anxiety.
Might be my favorite song of the year so far. I was listening to the new Jim Jones album, which is actually pretty great.
You were listening to
Jim
Jim
Jones? I love Jim Jones. I worked out to the Jim Jones album this afternoon. Yeah. It's good stuff. You should listen to it. Have you listened to it yet?
No, I
it
don't
just
listen
dropped.
to
It's
damn
good.
Jim Jones.
She loves Jim Jones.
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I like
The
to- I like to
Doechii thing.
work
The
out to
Doechii
it.
thing is over the somebody that I used to know.
Gautier or whatever. Yeah.
Why do you love Jim Jones?
I don't know. I like to work out to his music.
We Fly High was no lie. Ballin' Jim Jones. Diplomats Jim Jones.
I mean, that was like, what's his name? That was OCU Manura's. Wasn't that his celebration? Was doing the balling thing?
Oh, yeah.
When, there's a new, when he's playing for the Giants?
We used to, and there's a whole, me and my friends used to do that all the
Ballin'?
time. Yes. It was a long time going.
I mean,
who knew?
A Jim
You never
Jones
know.
fan.
Who knew?
I don't even know
I like
any.
a little bit of everything.
In the South. No.
Lizzo is back with
Why?
a new single.
Slim down.
Slimming down.
Slim down.
Oh, is that
She
right?
is.
Yeah.
She has a new song
After South
and
Park
music
made fun of
video.
her?
After she was sued by all of her backup dancers. Not all
Oh,
of them,
yeah,
but a
she
handful
was.
of her backup dancers.
Is she
She's having a
skinny now?
renaissance.
She getting there.
I mean, she's lost
She's
a lot
lost
of
a
weight.
significant amount of
She's
weight.
lost a significant,
Yeah.
It's crazy because she's
There's a
like she
music
spent so
video.
much time doing like the body positivity. Now she's like slimming down. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
She's
I always
beautiful.
hate that just because you are about body positivity, you can't suddenly understand, like, hey, maybe I want,
To be healthy.
for whatever reason, I want to do this for me, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, we get so weirdly into it. No, it's okay. Everyone talks about it. It's a normal thing. Devin.
Keep talking about it.
But the person I was going to say.
You don't think that it hurts your case that I'm beautiful when I'm big boned?
No, I think we move on. I think we move on with society. quickly.
I was trying to be nice.
This man crazy.
When they
bro.
try to say that, right? I'm beautiful
I
like
think
this,
some
but
people
then
will
you go
make a
out of
case
your
out
way
of
to
it.
lose 200 pounds.
Well, I don't think she lost 200.
No, it's not that much.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
probably
she's
like,
not skinny.
What do you think she's lost? Like 70?
Let's see.
I have no idea.
I got you. Let me see.
I just know she looks different than the last time we saw her.
She look good.
She's posting some pics. She's posting some trash.
Yeah, she's posting.
I mean, literally, her Instagram used to be called Lizzo Be Eaten.
It is true.
That was her name.
That is true.
That was her
I
name.
mean, she's now been the throne.
Lizzo Not Be Eaten?
Here,
the
I'll show
throne's
you.
been taken by that girl, the lift chick.
This is her now.
Oh, I would not have recognized her.
Oh, she has the same exact face. She just made up for that thing.
I don't know. I wouldn't have
Anyway, her
said
new
that's Lizzo.
single is like kind of rock, kind of like pop rocky. I don't know. It feels a little Disneyfied. The person I was saying with the commercials,
So it stinks?
though. Have you heard? Are you familiar with Tate McRae?
Yeah.
Do you like Tate McRae? Of course. you're
She's like the new
familiar with Tate
Britney. She really is.
She is.
She
So
reminds
that's-
me of Britney Spears.
And that's what kind of like started driving attention for her.
Yep.
But I've been around this music life to know when someone is getting pumped through the machine, and Tate McRae is
she's
getting
the one.
My
She was on SNL this
God.
past
She was
weekend.
on SNL. She was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. She was dropped on the latest Drake album. Has a line about Tate McRae. She's the new face in Neutrogena. I've seen that commercial 600 times.
She got
over
big
the
through
last
TikTok,
weekend.
right?
Yeah, she was a dancer. She's from Canada.
Okay.
She was on Canada's version of So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh,
and then she had a
no.
YouTube channel, which I think then transferred into a TikTok channel.
Put a tariff on her.
But she is literally everywhere. She did something with Skims. Her new album is her first album to go #1. She has, and you talk about having like Britney influence. Even she said the most popular song on that album is called "Sports Car," and she's like, "Yeah, it was inspired by the Yin Yang Twins." And I'm like, "Well, who did a collab with the Yin Yang Twins in the 2000s?" Britney Spears.
She's very Britney Spears.
She has a collab with Flo Milli, like
369.
Just poppy songs, and then she dances with very little clothes on.
Yeah, my husband loved watching her.
She loves.
That's cool.
He's a fan.
That's
he
cool.
was like, "Oh,
yeah.
we should watch the musical performances," and I was like, "Yeah, I bet we should watch the musical performances." Anyway, she's everywhere.
Sounds like we're having Tate McRae fights at Benson's.
we had it years ago over Dua Lipa on a Saturday Night Live, and now we're at
not Dua Lipa.
She had a hell of an SNL debut, whatever.
She is a hell of everything.
She is.
One of one.
She is.
Sabrina, supermodel.
Well, Sabrina Carpenter, I see her. She gets a little risque during her performances.
You can have her.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
She could have her.
You're not into Sabrina Carpenter?
You can have her.
Please,
please.
Espresso.
I met her.
I'm working late.
Yeah.
I met somebody like her in Nashville, bro. You can pass
I
her
met
up.
somebody
Damn.
like her in Nashville.
Are you listening to any new music, Devin, before we move on from music?
Friday. That's what I'm listening to. You know Friday? You ever heard of him? You ever heard of Friday? Probably not. I know he damn sure, bro. But he dropped a new project this weekend. It's a crazy feature with Meek Mill. Crazy feature with Meek Mill. Go listen to it. Be a Friday drop. That's probably all I'm listening to right now.
Okay.
Shout out Friday, though.
At
It's not
Friday.
y'all vibe, but, you know.
Last but not least, new TV shows.
Let me hear it.
I started the show executive produced by Jeannie Buss, Running Point, starring Kate Hudson on Netflix, about a woman who takes over as president of the fake Lakers.
How good is it?
I don't think any of you are going to like it.
You don't think we're gonna like it?
I think it's fun.
Okay.
It's corny as hell.
Oh, it is.
It's very girl bossy, girl powery. But I think Kate Hudson is so likable.
Yeah.
I love her.
I do too.
There is a whole generation of women who fell in love with Kate Hudson, particularly with How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and we will ride with her into the abyss. Like, as long as she's putting together fun, like, rom-com-y
So
type
I love
stuff.
Penny Lane. That's why I
And
love
Penny
her.
Lane.
Yeah, I like Kate.
I had the Almost Famous poster in my room growing
It goes
up.
one of two ways with her. One, she broke up the Black Crowes.
She did
time
not.
Ago. Yeah, she broke
They're
up the
still
Black Crowes.
touring,
They are now.
idiot.
They're back together after Chris Robinson finally got rid of her. They got back together.
Stop.
She was a little Yoko Ono there.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
She was awesome.
But it is funny, like, Rich Eisen's on it as himself, but he's playing an NBA or an NBA analyst, like sports talk show host. Jalen Rose popped up, but not as himself. Like, he had a different name on it. Red Panda, the episode I just watched, is the star of it.
Oh,
They're like,
wow.
Some assistant basically discovers Red Panda online. It's like, how is this woman not the most famous woman on earth? And so that's a fun little through line. There's a lot of LA stuff. They go to all the hot spots like Mother Wolf and Mastro's.
Are
and
you saying I
Cupcake.
shouldn't watch this?
I think you would hate it.
Okay.
The team ends up being sponsored by Sephora.
Oh,
like, that's the kind of stuff we're working with here.
She plays like Jeannie Buss, or
basically.
It's supposed
Women's
to be
History
very
Month.
Jeannie Buss is. But yeah, happy Women's History Month. Let's all.
To LeBron, especially LeBron.
But I do think because it's executive produced by Jeannie Buss, like, obviously it's not a biography. It's not based on a true. It's very fictionalized accounts. But even some of the stuff that women just go, like the comments that are made. One of the players misinterprets her. She's the president of the team, trying to go make a player understand that, like, he needs to get his act together, and he said Sephora ass on his team when they get sponsored by Sephora. But then he treats it like, oh, she asked me on a date and tries to kiss her. And so it's this whole, like, weird thing. She goes into the owners' meetings and they're all calling her, like,
honey.
as somebody who this
babe,
week got called little girl. Like, I understand.
You did?
Yeah,
You got
I
called
got
little girl?
this week. Mm-hmm.
By who?
I'm not gonna. I don't tell.
Can you give initials?
No, I'll tell you.
Was it like at a place of business, or
Yeah.
was it?
Was it recently?
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
Hasseltine.
It's been a tough week, okay? Give him a break.
It's
been a rough 3 games. But watching it from that perspective, like,
For sure,
I
man.
can get over the corniness of it and be
Yeah.
like, this is watchable. Chris told me I can watch it by myself. We were watching it.
So
together
he
with
hated
Guy,
it
and he's like,
too.
it's not very good.
Okay.
He said, be careful who you recommend.
All right, so we're down.
He is not feeling women's.
But I
history
have
month.
I've heard that Paradise show is pretty awesome. I haven't watched it yet. It's on Hulu. It just got renewed for season 2. Okay. And then mixed things on that De Niro Netflix president cyber security. I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
Nah.
Yeah.
We're out on that.
But The Pit tomorrow.
The Pit tomorrow.
Final episode?
No, it's episode 10 of 15. I believe there's 15 episodes. I think there's 15 in the first season.
You love
Episode
it.
Episode 8.
I live for the pit.
Episode 8, I teared up in. Like, it's legit.
Yep.
Like, you would too.
Which one?
Episode 8.
The crying one?
Yeah.
The sad one?
The girl.
Yeah,
The little
everyone
girl.
would cry.
Yeah.
Anyone with any heart would cry in that
heart
episode.
would
It was the
would
saddest
cry in
episode
that.
of television I've watched in years.
Yeah.
What's this on?
HBO.
It's on Max.
Max. Yeah.
HBO joint?
Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah.
It's a really fast watch.
It is.
And I think it'd be a fun binge watch.
All
But
right.
I also
do
genuinely
that.
like get excited for new episodes to come out. It's a medical drama.
Yeah.
But it feels
Medical
like a little elevated. I don't know.
It feels like realer.
It's a
than,
medical
It feels like
drama.
the
It's
most
like-
how like an emergency room
yeah,
operates.
it has no.
Yeah.
There's like some through lines where you're like, are these characters maybe flirting a little bit? But like that's not. There's no romance really
Yeah.
on it. It's just what's happening every hour in this emergency room, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, before we get out of here today, we got to give our Sky Dog.
We do.
It's a game tonight at FedEx Forum. Sky Dog of the game is brought to you by Wiseacre. Right down the street from here, it is brewed at Wiseacre. It's one of the best beers in the whole country. I'm not telling you that. The Beer Festival in Denver, Colorado is telling you that. It won the gold medal. It's 99 calories. It's got the coolest can. And you can find it at Kroger. You can find it at Fresh Market. You find it all around town. Or you can just drive right down the street from FedEx Forum and find it at Wiseacre Brewery. Sky Dog of the game. Who are we going to be talking about tomorrow? I'm going first.
Go for it.
It's Santi. If we are going to pull off the incredible, much like we talked about how that Phoenix game is one that we still remember, what do you remember from it? Do you remember Santi Aldama? Do you remember that reverse dunk? He has to be amazing because he's filling in for Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight. And so if they are to pull off an incredible moment in FedEx Forum, Santi Aldama will play a massive role. Therefore, he is my Sky Dog of the game.
It's Ja 30+.
Okay. All right. Y'all go, Santi. Y'all. Okay.
If they're going to win,
all right.
Ja's got to go big.
I wrote this down on my notes at the beginning of the show, so just so y'all know, and the chat knows I wrote this down in my notes at the beginning of the show. Because last night, I sat in the Halloran Theater, Verno. I sat there. I had my popcorn. I had my M&Ms. I had my Sprite. It was a great time. Watched the Tony Allen documentary, and it was in my soul. I felt great.
Yes.
I was like, this dude will die to win a basketball game.
Die.
And when it all started, he was out there. He saw the chalkboard, said, Rudy Gay's not playing tonight. I'm playing tonight. It's time for me to go balls to the wall.
My time.
And the birth of Grit and Grind happened.
That's it.
Against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That's it.
Jessica came in the studio and brought up the same exact fact of the same person I'm about to mention. Why? Because he has the same DNA as number 9. I'm going to give my Sky Dog to Vince Williams. He's going to have a moment tonight where Tony's going to be like, look at that. That's me. I am Vince.
This is the Vince
is
Williams
mine.
game?
This is the Vince Williams game.
This is the Vince Williams game.
He's going to have his grit and grind moment tonight.
He says it's the Vince Williams game.
Jess, do you have an honorary Sky Dog?
Yeah, my honorary Sky Dog, because I'm not going to take Devin's. I got to go a different way.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll go same evolution, though. Jalen Wells is going to have 4 steals tonight.
Ooh.
Jalen Wells, the rookie,
Yeah,
stamps
Jess.
his moment.
Stamps his
and
moment.
says, if there is a tier system here, I'm the starter. I've got this on lock, and this is my time to shine and to bring this defense into some level where they are not giving up 40+ points in the second quarter.
And he draws the biggest assignment.
And he's like the
Yeah, right.
evolution of Tony. He hits threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is like super, like,
Yeah.
Tony.
There you go.
2025.
All right, that's good to do it for today's show. Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to John Rosen across the glass. Thanks to Jessica Benson. Thank you to Jalen back in the studio. Grizzlies tonight. It's a late one. 8:30 tip. 8 o'clock
boy.
will be on FanDuel Sports South tonight. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Until then, we gone.